race fans, Ryan Sanders here, coming at you with the riders meeting for our fifth and final round here in the 2020 Kenda DP4 Championship. This weekend's race features a 26-mile loop out here in Barstow. We're going to do 5 laps for the leader, and it's going to be a great day of racing. It's a nice, smooth, flowy course. First 13, 14 miles or so, I don't think there's a single rock on the whole trail. And we're going to get you into some tight stuff, some of those rocky trails that Barstow is known for. Should be a little bit on the easier end. It is going to be a shorter day, and we don't want you guys stuck out all day. So come out, have a good time, and let's go through what you have to worry about here this weekend. So first and foremost, if you didn't see our video yesterday, please go back and watch it. COVID is a big deal this weekend out in the desert. You, as the driver of record, are responsible for your entire pit crew, and you need to make sure that everyone understands they need to wear masks, they need to follow the guidelines we've put out, and they need to do their part to try to keep us in confirmation with what the BLM wants. So second, and equally important, we are going to stick on a tight time schedule this weekend. So take a look, the graphic I'm putting up here. This is going to show you just about when everything's going to happen this weekend. So obviously we know signups and tech inspection are open Friday night from 4 to 6 and Saturday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. Thing is, after that, we're really going to put the hammer down on timing. We don't have a lot of daylight. We want to get this race off on time. What does that mean for you? That means at 9:30, you need to be listening to our announcements when we issue start cards. You know, the start cards, those little things we hand out that tell you when you start the race? Yeah, you need to make sure you have those collected at 9:30. We're going to begin staging at 10:10. We expect all racers to be staged at 10:20. Staging at this round means driver and co-driver in the car with your gear on, your helmet can be off, no pit crew around. Again, part of our COVID guidelines, no pit crew around. We are going to do our opening ceremonies and our national anthem, and then give you guys your parade to the start, hoping to get us off exactly at 11 o'clock. So with that said, let me turn it over to Tommy, and probably me too, up on the podium from a few weeks back, and let's talk about how the race is going to work.
Hello everybody out there, once again in DP4 land. I'm Tommy and I will be your cruise director on Race Referee. My assistant here, Susan Dan, will be showing you and displaying some arrows for your safety. Okay, let's go over them, boys and girls. Arrows. If you see a day glow arrow with a black arrow on it, and if it goes left, that means go left. If you go right, you turn right. If it's pointing downwards, that means danger. Put on the brakes, look around what's going on, and make sure you don't have a bad day. So pay attention to the arrows. If you see the arrow pointing right up, that means go right ahead. Keep on going straight. All right, we're going to move on to the road crossing. If you see this with the X, that's a road crossing coming up ahead, so slow it down. Also, if you see the down arrow, that's also indicating there's trouble on the road crossing there too. Okay, so pay attention to the signs. Danger, we're going to go to the danger arrow. I have the danger arrow. So if you see this where it says danger and the down arrow, that's what it means. Stay there and just slow down and you'll do okay. Pay attention to these signs because they're there for your safety. All right, if you don't and you blow past those, you're going to have a bad day. We don't want that. Okay, we're going to go over the reflectors, the white reflectors that our course is marked with, and also with pink ribbon. Once you start, these things will light up like floating UFOs. You cannot miss them. If you don't see them, you're off the course, okay? So keep that in mind. We're going to go into the flags. We have, let's go over to wrong way. So if you see this, you're going the wrong way. All right, simple to understand. All right, on the flags here, inside the pits, leaving the pits, road crossings and so forth, if you see yellow anywhere, stationary or being handheld, that means the speed limit is 15 miles an hour, no matter what. So if it's in the ground, 15 miles an hour, until you see a set of green flags or you're waved on by course workers. So usually we have road crossings. This time we have one here at the pits, so you'll see the green flags, that means go. When you come into the pits, into scoring, you'll see a pair of yellow flags, that means slow it down 15 miles an hour, keep it that way. Nerfing. hitting. It's not allowed. We do not do this in this series, so keep that in mind. There is no nerfing. Use your horn, siren to get around them, or your driving skills. Okay, everybody's been really cool last year with this. Getting out of the way, sometimes they can't hear you, and you have to get up close to them. That's understandable, but there is no nerfing. That'll be automatic DQ on that part. Okay, we have one check. So when you get to that check, once again, 15 miles an hour, you'll see the yellow flags. You'll see the course workers out there. They may have a stop sign. They may have slow down and so forth like that. Listen to what they tell you, and you'll get through that. It's a 90-degree turn at the check. So if you have problems, you know, you can go to the check and you get some help if you got car problems or whatever, and so forth. Radio communications. We'll be running on Weatherman #1 on the channel. We want everybody's required to be on Weatherman 1 when we're setting up for the lineup, for the start. And once you take off, then you can go to your home frequency or pit frequency or whatever you want to do. If you need help, go to Weatherman 1, call out or relay, and we will answer and try to get you help or whatever the issue is for you.
And along those lines, you should also be on that frequency when you're coming into the finish through the pits. If we've got an issue with somebody speeding or a problem, or someone's reported something about your car, that's a good time where we can see you and talk to you at the end of the pits. So make sure you are on Weatherman 1 each time you come up and over the podium trailer.
Okay, and outside here we have a great group of volunteers, our rock crew. They'll be out here to help you guys out, so if you break down, roll over and so forth, you call for help, they'll try to help you get back into the race or pull you out of the area to a safe location for your team to come retrieve you if you can't get your vehicle going. So these guys are volunteers, so remember that. So when they come out and help you, they're not AAA, they're here to help you, okay? If you break down out there, try to get off the course, not far, but stay out of the course. Just try to get off if you can, so that way you know we don't cause a problem or an accident. If you see the playwriters have the right of way. So if there's someone crossing the course, on the course, slow it down to 15 miles an hour, work your way around it, don't get in a hurry, but they have the right of way, okay? You're wrapped up in a nice car and they're probably on a motorcycle, so remember they have the right of way. Once again, I want to bring up no nerfing, no hitting, no ramming, okay? And also obey all course workers, rock crew, and officials and so forth like that. So we'll have a good race. We'll run things very safely here. I'll turn this back over to Ryan, and we'll go from there.
I always like to talk about all of our great giveaways. We've got tons of amazing sponsors that give us a whole trailer full of great products. So today, or tomorrow rather, we are going to give away a lot of things, and I will go down a quick list as far as what's going to happen. So first thing, because it's standing here in front of me, at every event we give away one of these redhead valves dump cans. These things are pretty cool. It has redhead valves. Actually, if you've ever seen any of the other brands, I'm not going to name them because they're not a sponsor, they have these little red receiver tips, and that's actually made by Redhead Valves. So they put together their own version for us for the series this year, and we're giving one of these away at every single round. So big thanks to Redhead. These things are cool, and if you're trying to race for a win, this is what's going to help you in the pits.
Also remember too, Redhead Valve is our major sponsor for the pit operation. So they're the ones giving us all this cool stuff and helping with our safety. Also with their pilot program too, and making dump can systems for stock vehicles. And that'll be coming out shortly.
Okay, so Tommy, if you help me hold this up, that's the wind. We are giving away Kenda tires at every round this year. Because of COVID, I guess one positive thing is that Kenda gives us a set of tires, or a number of tires to give away for the season, and it's up to us to give those out. So we have decreased the series to 5 events, which means we've got more tires to give away. So at this round and the rest of the rounds, we're going to give away 3 full sets of tires at every round. So that means that 3 of the amateur class winners will go home with a set of Kenda tires. The way this works, I send you an email and you just contact them direct and order any tire you want out of their catalog. They charge you $100 for shipping, and that's it. So that's a great deal from Kenda. They're big supporters of off-road racing and our series specifically, so big thanks to them. We also have a light sponsor, which I don't think the lights are up here, but Mocha Performance is our light sponsor for the series, and they're giving away 2 sets of their little 4x4 LED little pods. So we gave them away the last round, we'll give them away again this round. 2 sets of those lights, so 2 people will go home with those. Maxima has given us a ton of oil change kits for the year, so we have 2, they call this an oil change in a box. 2 of these to give away. Approximate value on this, Tommy, what do you think? 60 bucks, 100 bucks, 500 bucks? I'll pick a number, it's a big number I'm sure, but big thanks to Maxima helping us out. They're our official tech inspection sponsor this year, and they're giving away oil change kits at every round. Trinity Racing is another great sponsor. They give away 2 belts at every single round. We have 1 Can-Am belt and 1 Polaris Razor belt. And those will go to random amateur class racers. We'll see how the course of the event goes. Those will be awarded at the end of the race. Another big local sponsor, Trinity here in Southern California. Desert Craft is also in Southern California, up in Victorville. Mark raced with us last year. He's not racing this year. They've got a couple things going on. They're busy, believe it or not, and he's not going to be here this weekend, but they're giving away 2 of these really awesome, everyone says they're the best air filter out there, but Desert Craft makes a special air filter for the Polaris Razor and for a Can-Am, so we'll give 1 of each of those away. And they gave us a set of axle holders that actually mount onto your roll cage, which are pretty cool. So 3 giveaway items from Desert Craft, and we're pretty excited that they've stayed on board since last year. Savage UTV is also a returning sponsor from last year, giving away belt boxes. So we'll have belt boxes to give away here. And last but not least, I'm making sure I didn't miss anybody else. We have a jack stand that's pretty cool, and I don't have the parts here to show you. We'll go over them tomorrow. Jack Daddy, at every round last year and every round this year, is giving away a jack stand system. Tommy, can you kind of explain to them how that works? It's a pretty unique setup.
It's a great system. Actually, they'll give us the jacks here, we'll give you the jack, and then later on we'll ship you the hardware, where actually you can just put this jack on and drive forward and it raises your car. That's it. It's that simple. I mean, you can change your tire or whatever the issue you're having with your suspension or engine. Time is everything on the racing, so this cuts down on the time for you. You'll really dig it. I mean, everybody who's won one has loved it, and we're really happy to have them as a sponsor.
Okay, and so with that, those are our sponsors that are giving away product this weekend. We thank them all. We are doing this a unique way by posting this on Facebook Live. The BLM is asked to make sure that we ensure everybody watches the video, pays attention to the riders' meeting and instruction. Looking forward to a great event. We've got tons of stuff to give away. We'll be posting live all weekend. Tommy, anything else you want to add here?
Yeah, just remember the yellow flags here. On the other side is the emergency lane, so also keep that clear, so that way we can cruise up and down, or we need an ambulance, BLM, or so forth. So that's an emergency lane only for us crew. And then from cone to cone, that is your pit location, okay? So that's where you put all your stuff out there and so forth. But remember, keep the emergency lane open. Also remember about your fuel and your gas mats. All fuel cans have to be on a gas mat, okay? So keep that in mind. Also make sure that your pits have a fire extinguisher. We'll have our pit boss run through the whole night, and he'll be double checking, making sure everybody's safe. You got your fuel mat, you got your fire extinguisher. Also make sure that your pit crew are wearing their vest. You gotta have a vest on, high-vis vest. Also make sure you got wristband, and we should be good.
Okay, I'm gonna go on my last thing, and then I'll let you guys roll. Now let's talk about the serious things that are problems we need to pay attention to. So first of all, we are here in the California desert, and we do have the Mojave ground squirrel that likes to make its home here where we like to race. You are encouraged and required to keep a safe distance from any Mojave ground squirrel. There's one that cuts across here in front of the trail. They've got the right of way, get out of their way. Same thing goes for desert tortoise. We are not allowed to run over a desert tortoise under any circumstance. And if you do, either Tommy or me or maybe Tyler Stewart from tortoisesupply.com will come after you. And Tyler's a pretty big dude, a lot bigger than Tommy and I, so I'm sure it would hurt if he hit you. And Tommy says he scares him.
He scares me.
Last and not least, we are experiencing an issue with COVID-19. I know that everybody has their own opinion on it. You're entitled to your own opinion, but we're allowed to host this event here on public land with the thought process that we are going to follow rules and guidelines to make sure we're being safe. Tommy and I, this is my dad actually, if you didn't know that, but Tommy and I are family members, so we don't have masks on, but you all should have a mask on when you're around other people. And when you come to sign up to sign the waiver, please keep a 6-foot distance. We'll have it marked. Again, regardless of your own beliefs, you're all entitled to them, but we need to follow the rules here, so please help us do the right thing so that the BLM doesn't get in trouble and we don't get in trouble and you don't get in trouble. So that's it. That's everything you need to know about the race this weekend. If you're new to racing with us, please ask questions. I appreciate you all for watching this video. I know it's long-winded. We're going to have a great time. We've got tons of stuff to give away, and we hope that you'll hang out after the race. We will have some kind of an award ceremony. It will be abbreviated and social distanced, but it'll be good fun all the same. And don't forget the DP401k. 3 people are going home with a lot of money this weekend. So that's it for now. We'll see you in the desert here today or so.